Time to push pause. Sometimes when you're working from home, it's really hard to step away from the computer and remember to hit that pause button and do something good for yourself. But that's exactly what we need today. So don't mind me while I take off my work shirt. Today's 10-minute pause is going to be a yoga pause. And we're going to begin on the hands and knees. So at home, if you have a carpet or a mat, have that ready so that when you're ready for your pause, you can just come right down to the mat. Begin on all fours and with your cat-cow. Remembering to follow the breath. So as you exhale, you bring the belly button into your spine, rounding the back up like a cat. And as you inhale, you draw the heart through the arms and look up. Exhale, rounding the back up to the ceiling and inhaling as you look up. You can do this in your own timing and in your own breath. I really encourage you to take your time. Pause in any areas that might need more attention, which is often here in the lower back. So you can lean back a little bit into your lower back, really using the abdominal muscles to press into the lower back. And then as you soften and inhale on the next breath, allow the heart to come closer to the ground and the shoulders come onto your back. And then on the next inhale, come back to a tabletop position. From here, take the right leg, stretch it back, and lean into the heel. So I'm reaching the heel away from me so you get a nice stretch up the back of the leg. Just kind of waking up the lower body after sitting for a long time, right? Go ahead and change sides. Pause and breathe as you lengthen the heel away from the body. You can do that a couple of times if you like. Today we're just going to do it one time. So come back with the knees under the hips. Take a step forward with the hands and a little bit back with the legs. That's going to help us on our first downward facing dog. Lead from the core, so pull the lower belly in as you press the hips up to the ceiling. Spread the fingers wide, firm them up by pressing them into the ground and really push the mat away. Be active there. Bend your knees and lift your sitting bones high, keeping the lower belly firm. And then walk your dog. And again, this is just a moment to kind of reawaken or get back in touch with the muscles in the whole body actually, but you're really going to feel the calf muscles as you lengthen one heel down and the other. And you can take your time with that as well. Do one more and then bend the two knees, lift the sitting bones high again. And then if you can keep that length in the back, keep also pressing the shoulders up. You can then lengthen the heels down for a full downward facing dog. Take a nice breath there. And then on your next inhale, roll the shoulders onto your back a little bit more as you come into your plank pose. Really press firmly the arms into the ground. The lower belly is nice and firm. Take a breath in. And then exhale, press back up into downward facing dog. Bending the knees if you need to. Inhale, lower into plank, strong in the arms. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Shake your head out, release all the muscles in the neck. And then one more time, inhale into plank. For our first time going down, you're going to soften the knees down to the ground. Keep those shoulders on the back, lower the hips, and as you bend your elbows, roll down onto the mat, moving the back, getting the spine active. I'll move back so you can still see me. From here, slide the hands a little bit lower than the chest. Roll the shoulders onto your back. Lengthen the right leg out so the toenails are down on the ground, and then the left leg out. And then maybe one more time. Lift the right leg, roll the inner thigh up to the sky, stretch it long, and then press it down onto the mat. Lift the left leg up, inner thigh up to the ceiling, and then press it down on the mat. So your legs stay active. Lower belly is toned. From here, inhale up into your first cobra of the day. Exhale back down to the mat. Do that a few times in your own breathing. And as you inhale, draw the hands towards the hips and your chest and heart come forward and up. You smile and then exhale back down. Do one more just like that. Remember, keeping the toenails pressed into the ground, lower belly firm, and then exhale back down to the mat. Now take your hands wide and up on the fingertips. Elbows are up to the sky. This is really good for releasing tension around the shoulders that you often get from sitting at the computer a long time. This is our spider cobra. And from here, again, inhale, pressing into the hands, draw the chest and heart forward and up. Remember, your head stays in line with the spine, so you're not dropping it back. Continue to breathe. You can explore this area. It feels really good, I think, to really move side to side as you lower down, and then again on your next inhale, coming back up, and then exhale down. So again, take your time, explore those shoulders. And then when you're ready, place the hands, curl the toes. Inhale, firm the lower belly, press back up onto the knees, and all the way back up into your downward facing dog. Pause for a good breath, and then look up between the hands and tiptoe the feet up towards your hands. So you arrive in Uttanasana. Bend the knees for the first Uttanasana, lifting the hips and the sitting bones high. Spread the toes, lift and spread the toes, and then press them onto the mat. Draw the inner heels towards each other so that you feel the sitting bones widen, so your legs are strong. And then bring the arms about in line with your ears. Draw the lower belly in. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. This time hold on to your elbows so that they frame your head. Keeping the sitting bones high, draw the elbows back down towards the earth. Give your spine a really nice good stretch. Keep breathing. And then again, you can experiment with maybe gently pulling more on the right side and then switching and pulling more on the left side. Come back to the center. As you inhale, bring the hands on the shins. Lengthen the back, firm the lower belly. Slide the hands to the hips. Press down to the feet. Come all the way up. Inhale the arms up. And exhale the hands to the heart center. Take one good full breath. And as you exhale, the hands soften down into your mountain pose, Tadasana. So Tadasana is the basis for all poses. So again, lift the toes, spread them wide, press them down. The legs are strong. You want to have the feeling that everything is hugging into the midline. So take the tops of the thighs back and then draw the belly up. From here, lengthen the side body really long. So take a breath in, bring the shoulders up, up, up. And as you exhale, just let them soften, broadening, opening the space across the front, across the collarbones. And then take a breath in, stretch up nice and tall. Hold on to one wrist, and as you exhale, bend to the side. I'll turn to the front there just for that. So as you exhale, bend to the side. Stay really connected in that opposite foot. Inhale up, exhale, bend to the other side. This is another one that I really encourage you to go ahead and do more than once, even though right now we're just going to do it once. Inhale up, and then exhale the arms back down. Inhale, stretch up tall, getting super long in the side body and super full in the inner body. And then exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, come halfway up on the fingertips, and as you exhale, step back into plank. Pause for one good breath in plank. And this time as we come down to prepare for Cobra, you can either choose to drop to the knees or go through Chaturanga. So to go through Chaturanga, roll the shoulders on the back, keep the belly firm, bring yourself a little bit forward. And as you exhale, lower yourself to the ground. Take a little pause right above the ground and then soften onto the ground. Place the feet for your Cobra, toenails on the mat, shoulders back, and as you inhale, draw the heart forward and up. And as you exhale, come back down. Do that one more time. Inhale up, exhale down, and then inhale to come all the way back up into your downward facing dog. Pause here and walk your dog again. And again, bend the knees, lift the sitting bones high. Connecting with the breath in each pause. See if you can also notice the pause that occurs naturally in your breath. It comes at the end of each inhale and the end of each exhale. right leg up and parallel. Keep that lower belly firm and both arms pushing into the ground. Using the core, bend the knee, draw the knee in towards your chest. Your hips are still high. Then you can look up through the hands and begin to step the foot forward. If that's too difficult, you can make baby steps or go through the knees. From here, make sure that the front leg is at 90 degrees. Drop the back knee on the ground. Hug the legs into the center so much that it draws you up. Hug the hips into the center. Let's place both hands on the thigh. Draw the belly up and begin to gently press the upper body away from your legs. So it's almost like a mini back bend. And again, what we're doing here is really lengthening the muscles in the hips that become really tight and stiff from sitting too much. If you can, inhale the arms up and reach up and back and breathe. So with each inhale, press down more in the legs and hug the legs to the center. And with each exhale, expand out. Side body can get longer, inner body can get fuller and brighter. Take one more breath, and then as you exhale, bring the hands down. Take the opposite hand, so for me that's my left hand, to the side of the mat. I'm going to take it really wide, okay? Bring the side to the mat. Same arm as the leg. Draw the shoulder back so it stacks above the other shoulder as much as possible. Push into that opposite arm. Push so much that you can then lift the upper arm up and stretch out. And again, lean back with it as much as you can. Keep active in the legs. Keep pulling the legs towards each other for stability. Take a breath in, root down, exhale, expand out, and enjoy the pause that you are giving yourself today. And then on the next exhale, sweep the arm around to change legs. Root down. Come back into your downward facing dog. Pause in the dog for your breath. Lift the left leg up in parallel. Bend the knee, pull the knee into the chest. I'm really using my core there. Then you place it on the mat. Back knee softens to the ground. Front knee's at 90 degrees. It's in line with the middle toes. Hug, 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 hug. Lift, 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 lift. Hands can come here. Begin to gently press away. So we're stretching here, this iliopsoas. Super, it gets super tight when you're sitting at the computer. You really need this today. Root down, pull the hug into the midline, and if you can, sweep the arms up and high. With each inhale, root down. With each exhale, expand out. Give yourself a little smile. You deserve it. Take one more breath. And as you exhale, opposite hand comes to the side of the mat. I'm up on my fingertips. Draw the shoulders, stack them. Keep the lower belly firm. Keep hugging the legs in. Stretch up and even reach back a little bit. Draw the ears back. Draw the chin back. Keep the lower belly firm. Keep hugging the hips into the middle. Take one more breath and then sweep the arm around. This time, come up to lunge. Bend the back knee so that you can then push forward back to Uttanasana. Pause in Uttanasana, shake everything out. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands on the shins, lengthen. Widen the sitting bones. Hands come to the hips, you keep breathing. Root down, push down through the legs. Just stand up nice and tall. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Gather energy that you need for the day, and then as you exhale, bring it straight into your heart. Pause and breathe. So from here, just to finish up, let's just finish with a nice tree pose. So it's Vrikshasana. Stand up tall on your right leg. Press so much into your right leg that you can lift the left knee. So the left hip is a little bit higher, and then it will equal out. So first, push, 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 push. From there, you can have your tree with the toe on the ground, on the calf muscle, or you take it all the way up into the thigh. Wherever it is today, the point of the tree is to find both stability and freedom. It's a perfect place to end your pause of the day. So take a pause wherever you are in your tree, and just for a moment, connect again to the breath. The hands can be at the heart center, hugging everything into the middle. foot into leg, leg into foot. As you root down, see if you can maybe expand out with the arms up. Allow a little bit of freedom, a little bit of movement in the upper body. Connect again to your breath. Take one, and if the wind blows you off, you just come back. Take one more breath in, root down, and as you exhale, soften back out. Find your balance and your stability on the other leg, rooting down into the entire foot, the four corners of the foot. Push so much that you can then lift the right leg up. Find your position for tree. Maybe the toe is on the ground, that's fine. Hug the legs into the center. Connect with those hip muscles. Hug it all in. Belly comes up, ribs come in. Inhale the arms up, or perhaps just at the heart center, keeping the shoulders on the back. Pause and breathe. Take one more full breath. Give yourself a big smile. Remind yourself that this is exactly what you need today. And then take one more breath in, and as you exhale, soften back down.